Hi, welcome. I'm Lindsay Cluin, and welcome to my series that helps you wake up from incessant thought. Something that all of us humans experience. Our thoughts are often either anticipating the future or remembering the past. And what that means is we're kind of asleep in the sense of never fully being where we are, which is in this moment. And so today we're going to begin with the exercise that you can do with eyes open or closed that will help you find an anchor. Find an anchor that really works for you. So we're going to try out 4 different anchors. And what an anchor does, just like an anchor for a ship or a boat, it lets us be tethered to something. And so these anchors are going to give you a tether, a kind of way back into the present moment. And just like a boat, like an object floating on the water, part of you is going to be able to still move and have freedom. And, so you're going to have that kind of flexibility and giving yourself permission to play and get curious. And the practice in waking up from incessant thought is finding yourself right here, where you don't need to be anticipating or remembering. You could just be witnessing what is. And so, with eyes open or closed, we're going to begin exploring and help you find what is your favorite anchor, what really works for you. And I have kind of longer meditations to help you explore it more deeply. But for the sake of this meditation, it's going to be just a couple minutes for each of the kind of core 4 anchors that we'll explore. Okay, so give yourself a nice slow breath. And just tune inward, even with eyes open. You could kind of shift your attention from that external environment, putting more of your attention on what your inner life is like. And just take a moment to appreciate the aliveness there. It might feel messy, but it sure is alive, right? The messier it is, often the more kind of creative it is. And so there's a lot of wisdom in that energy that can mobilize us and move us into more conscious awareness of what you would like to experience. If you'd like to have more peace in the present moment that you find yourself in, it's accessible here. It's already here. We just get to put our attention on it. And so notice what aliveness within you feels like. And then we're going to start by exploring the breath as an anchor. Noticing even when I say the breath, it's as if our breath then becomes self-conscious at times. You could feel, how am I breathing? Does taking a deeper, slower breath feel good? Noticing how the shoulders might rise or fall as you breathe. Noticing what it feels like to take a really full breath, as if you could fill your lungs up to 100% capacity through the nose. Maybe sip in a little bit more air at the very top and let it out through your mouth. Even listening to the breath, hearing what it sounds like. So you can feel the breath, you can hear the breath. And then you can let the breath just breathe itself, letting go of any controlling of it or intention with it. Notice what happens when you just let the body breathe itself. The breath tends to be something that's kind of binary. You either really love using the breath as an anchor, or it might not work for you, and that's fine. It can change over time. Sometimes it helps for those of you who like to visualize, to imagine with every in-breath how you're oxygenating every little cell in the body, using that extra layer of visualization to support this as an anchor. Maybe utilizing the breath as a way to touch into something within you. Touching into maybe somewhere you could use a little care. Maybe there's discomfort in the body that you could send your breath to. And as you breathe out, just giving that area some space, some attention. There are all these ways we can begin using the breath as an anchor. The beautiful thing about the brains that we have as humans is that they can only focus on one thing at a time. And they can rapid fire through a lot of things in any moment. But when you invite the attention of your mind and brain to focus on one thing, like your breath, that's always in present time, it tends to offer us a little more space, a little more soothing and comfort, and space from that incessant thought. Okay. So we've moved through breath as an anchor. You kind of get a sense for that. Now we're going to shift into body awareness as another whole type of anchor. Maybe starting with feeling where you are in space. You might notice touch points of what's beneath you or behind you. Letting those touch points be an anchor by just noticing what it's like. Letting those touch points invite the body to relax a little bit more. Maybe exploring what it's like to notice a full body awareness. Can you be aware from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and everything in between? As if you can feel the body from the inside out. What is that like? Maybe that's your anchor. Noticing even when there's contraction or discomfort in the body, there's also comfortable places. Maybe inviting the eyes to smile or the mouth to smile, to sense into that comfort. And maybe that could be your anchor, the gentle smile. Anything that brings you back into the here and now. Maybe noticing a part of the body that you've judged in the past, that you might decide maybe you could be friends with it. Maybe that part of the body actually needs some gentleness and kindness. Inviting this curiosity of, could sending love to a certain part of your body be an anchor? Bringing you out of the thoughts and just into what's here. Beautiful. So 2 more. One that I call a single point of attention. And we're going to try this one out by imagining that you could put all of your attention right behind your eyes. A single point of awareness, even with eyes open. What is it like to take up full residence right behind your eyes? It's different from the breath and the body awareness, so just try it on. When you put your awareness into one place, like I'm just picking behind the eyes because it's one that I really enjoy. You can pick a different spot, right? You could maybe pick the belly or the heart or chest. Or something really neutral and silly like the ear, or your thumb. But picking this single point of awareness, and I'll guide just for a few moments right behind the eyes, just to give your nervous system and your brain one thing to focus on. Noticing if you're resting your attention behind your eyes, what other corners of your awareness might open up? Do you become more aware of the space around you? Do you maybe at first become more aware of the thoughts? Or then you can shift that awareness to allow the thoughts just to be like clouds passing through. Let them go. Thoughts are going to thought. Minds are going to mind. Let them. It's okay. Resting your attention in that single, easy, lazy place. Just letting yourself witness what's here. Beautiful. And one more would be inviting yourself to feel as if you're rooting into the earth. This can be for people who really love using their imagination, their visualization, that kind of creative faculty of our mind. But imagining as if every touch point on what's beneath you can just kind of begin organically growing these roots, these like energetic little tendrils that begin moving down into what's beneath you, eventually meeting the earth, the dirt, the soil, the bedrock, maybe even moving all the way down into the very core of the earth. Letting this sense of rooting here be an anchor that not only holds you, but also gives you a release valve. Just like the out breath can release, the sense of feeling rooted can just begin draining off what you're ready to let go of. See if that feels helpful, like a supportive anchor. You could play around with nature, the wisdom of nature really being a support with these roots, imagining big groves of aspen, the largest organism on earth, that where the root system is all interwoven, interconnected, feeling as if all of the souls that you care about, you can kind of connect with this way, the sense of belonging to something bigger than yourself, feeling held, and feeling stronger because of that interconnected nature of things. Maybe noticing as you invite these roots to grow and deepen and widen, if it allows your body to relax a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. So before we close today, I just want to open you to this curiosity of which one felt the easiest for you to help you anchor back into the present moment. Was it more the breath or some corner of feeling, sensing, hearing the breath? Was it the body awareness, really letting that sensation of having a body and feeling your body in space? Did that really feel like a natural anchor back into the present? Or did it feel supportive to pick a single point of attention and just rest there? Right? Or was it really more the rooting, the sense of kind of visualizing or just deciding that you're supported, you're able to really connect in with what's beneath you and around you in a way that helps you be more present? Of course, there's many others that we can explore, but I'd invite you to pick one and then take at least a minute each day over the next few days, maybe the next week, to remember to practice it, whether that's right when you wake up, kind of touching into the anchor that you chose, or maybe while you're brushing your teeth, maybe before bed, right? Just giving yourself this time and space to practice being right here. So I hope this is helpful. I'll be sharing more in this series of helping you awaken from incessant thought and giving you a little bit more space to have that peace and that sense of aliveness that's always within you. So I look forward to seeing you next time. You can find me on my website at lindsayclewin.com, and let me know what questions you have, and I'll see you next time.